Good afternoon. It's been a busy schedule, busy time for us. And I thought it's been a while since I've been on social media. I'm a very busy person, and we want to ensure that we do the work. Dennis Murphy, how you doing, my brother? But something caught my attention, and I need you to share the video, because I think I need to reiterate. Good afternoon, Timothy Sonibor Smith. I haven't seen Timothy for quite a while. I think he must be busy too. But I think I kept hearing people, I don't pay attention to these long shot stories. And Tanu Jala Musukane, you guys, Dennis Murphy, thank you. We are working, but if you look at my headline, you will see that the U.S. must be wary of Liberians with ADHD or schizophrenia. There are lots of crazy people out there. Okay? There are lots of crazy people. There are people that have serious mental illnesses that affect their thoughts, their feelings, and their behavior. Crazy people out there. And when I advise the United States and they did not listen, I will prove that I did advise them before through the embassy here. In fact, people thought that, they said Fahngon was a divisive person. Who say I care? I know my history. And you check my record, you will see. Manchester United, Mohamed Vamudu Kamara. You want to put it in the hole? Yeah, that's our old friend from Johnson City, Tennessee. Let me start this podcast quickly by saying, because I want it to be short so people can share it. I told the United States government that sanction is being viewed by many in Liberia as a political weapon of choice, as opposed to an effective tool representing justice for the people of Liberia. I repeat, I warn America that these individuals, most of whom are ANC operatives, masquerading under the disguise of loving this country, thinking that by marginalizing and putting down their colleagues would give them political leverage to advance, or their competitors in the race. I said to the American government and people, you will be grossly mistaken should you take such action. They did not listen to me. Perhaps I was that guy talking. And they brought upon the sanction at the time On everyone that they labeled a sanction, those people won, except for I think one, Vani Sherman. And the only reason why Vani Sherman did not win is because his people already had some issues with the longevity as well as what they accused him of, which was underdevelopment of their areas. I told America, I said to you, the people and government of America, hear me and hear me well. Liberians have a way of protesting. They do not fight America. They do not insult America. They do not say it out loud. But don't forget, when the people got fed up with one-party rule, backed heavily by Western powers, to be exact, William Vakanarak Shadrach Tubman, 29 years. When they themselves, the Americans, would not allow anybody to go beyond 2 terms. Tubman went 29. When Talbot came, he was doing good. And then the people felt, no, but he's not working with us, he's working with the local people. So they brought about the division again. And then the people jumped into the streets and said, you came mama, you came mama, no, you came mama. Nete woman born soldier. So your kid tobo, Congo woman born ro. Nete woman born soldier. So your kid tobo, Nete woman born soldier. They kept singing it. And those took power. After the battle was over, we all know what happened. We all know what happened after the battle was over. Charles Taylor came. And somehow the powers that be felt that Taylor, with all the atrocities, the killings, not just from him though, or his faction, with the destruction, the death, the massive atrocities all around, everything, they felt the Liberian people would have rejected Charles Taylor. Well, the Liberian people have a way of protesting. And they said, well, you said a man broke jail. Anybody who breaks jail and escapes from prison, America has the arm of justice that can pick you up anywhere, any place, anytime. So instead of coming from the guy you said broke jail in America, you are allowing him to run against us. Yeah? And they raised a song. You came a man, you came a pa, I will vote for you. And people thought it was crazy, understanding that who will see someone who killed their mother and their father and still will sit back and say, I will vote for this person. These people must be nuts. Liberians have a way of protesting. When the Liberian people saw that Alexander Cummings and others were the darling of the West, and that somehow sanctions was a political tool that they were using to manipulate certain U.S. government officials into believing and accepting that things were against certain individuals, to break those individuals down to where they will not be able to run, and that the Liberian people will have fear of electing them. The Liberian people protested. They called Prince Johnson Nima, overwhelmingly elected him. They called Nathaniel Magidi, overwhelmingly. In fact, he beat people in a way like never seen before. They called Emmanuel Nukwe, the Liberian people, overwhelmingly elected him like never seen before. They called Bill Twally, the Liberian people elected him like they never even know what A was B. They called Albert Chie, The Liberian will say, I will cheer. And I'm sure the Americans felt that we wish we had listened to Eugene Fahngon. I'm by no way suggesting that these people were right or wrong. I am saying all the sanctions officials became what? Heroes to those whom the U.S. government felt were the victims of financial crimes or bad governance. I want to use this opportunity to say to the Americans, be wary. Be wary, America, be wary of these people that are ADHD, that suffer from ADHD, or they are schizophrenic. Be careful, be wary of them. And the reason why I say so, I will play for your record here one so-called doctor whatever. Listen.
So here in your letter, Honor Jeremiah Fahngon, Vice President of Liberia. Jeremiah Fahngon, a Liberian national who currently serves as Vice President, is the chief Do you care to tell the Liberian people what is the ethnic?
Let me start again. One so-called doctor, Gedipo,
Fahngon, Vice President of Liberia.
Listen.
Jeremiah Fahngon, a Liberian national who currently serves as Vice President, is the chief architect of the government's ethnic cleansing program.
You are writing to Congress and you are telling Congress Jeremiah Fahngon, who is the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and you are informing Congress that our Vice President, a sitting Vice President of a country, is the chief architect of ethnic cleansing. That's why you're telling the Americans. Mind you, this idiot who is telling the Americans that Jeremiah Fahngon is the chief architect of ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing. So Mo Ali will proceed to ask this ignorant individual as to whether he understood what he wrote or knew the meaning of ethnic cleansing. Come on now. You are talking to the world superpower. You are telling them that the sitting vice president of a country is the quote chief architect of the government program, the government of which I'm part. You're saying that this government has a program of ethnic cleansing, and the chief architect is the vice president. So a sound man asking to define what ethnic cleansing was. Let's hear him.
Do you care to tell the Liberian people what is the ethnic cleansing that the government is doing, that the Vice President Jeremiah Fahngon is architecturing or is spearheading or something? What is that ethnic cleansing, and what is ethnic cleansing?
What is that ethnic cleansing? And what is ethnic cleansing? Let's listen to this ignorant fool. Because you are asked a direct question. What is, you are pointing to something, that ethnic cleansing you're talking about? And for the benefit of our people in Bokom Jire, what is ethnic cleansing? Let's hear the fool. I'm taking no personal. I am a part of this government. I am an appointed official of this government. Not only was I appointed, let's look at it. I was nominated to the Liberian Senate for a position. I went to the Senate and I got confirmed by the Liberian Senate. After which, I was appointed by the president. After which, I was commissioned, yeah, right there, by the president. I am an official of this government. So when you talk about the government policy of ethnic cleansing, that includes me. And when you say the chief architect of ethnic cleansing is the vice president, it is only fair to ask you, what is ethnic cleansing? And I think Mo Ali did the right thing, which means I want to know if you know the definition first. Because if you know the definition, then we got somewhere to go from. Let's hear his answer. Listen to him.
Well, thank you for your question. The thing is this, let's start first. The report that we sent to Congress from our investigator, okay, our investigator have enough information to ascertain the facts, okay? We give the Liberian people a chance to look at these things that are reported. As far as the vice president issue is concerned.
So you see, he does not define what ethnic cleansing is. He goes straight. Our investigator have enough evidence to ascertain the facts. That's not what they ask you. They ask you what is ethnic cleansing. Because that's an allegation that people need to know. So you are asked, what is ethnic cleansing? Well, you know, we got a report and our investigators have investigated and we have enough evidence to ascertain the facts. What, you see, that's why sometimes the people can say, we mess you on spoon. I would have told you, sir, I'm not asking you what your investigator or I've asked you what is ethnic cleansing. Because I want to know if you understand what you're talking about. That if you have an idea of what it is, your vocal cavity will be shut. But let's go on and say, as it relates to the vice president, if anyone that one, he cannot say what ethnic cleansing is.
We'll provide, as time goes by, we'll provide more detail on the report because
as time goes by, we'll provide more detail on the report. You are an idiot. If you have a report, it means that you have done your investigation and you have a report. And you say, as time goes by, we'll provide more details on the report. Then why did you come out? Why did you write the Congress? Let's see what he further says.
It's pending now before Congress. So we have to give Congress more detail when we get there. But we'll provide more detail to Liberian people.
You will provide more detail to the Liberian people. You will provide more details when you get to Congress. So you wrote a report so that Congress can allow you to go there to talk. Only then will you provide more details. So we the Liberian people that you claim you are writing for, we don't deserve the details. You are writing to Congress, that Congress our pa or our ma, or that Congress pa die or the man die, or that Congress tribe the killing. And we are asking you to tell us what is ethnic cleansing. You can't tell us. You say you cannot release the report. When you get to Congress, you will release the report. What kind of nonsense is that? You just get up, you write something you don't know about. So, let's hear him further.
See that. But everything we said here has been conducted by the best of the best investigators.
Everything we said here has been conducted by the best of the best investigators. Then that's not what you said, Mr. Fool. Everything we're reading here has been given to us by the so-called best of the best investigators. And what you wrote here or whatsoever, you got no authority over it. So, who are the best of the best investigators? Let's look.
So we know that we're not giving you wrong information. These are the same best investigators.
These are the same best investigators, but he said, we are not giving you wrong information. How sure are we when you already said you cannot release all of the reports? So how are we supposed to know you're not giving us the wrong investigation? How are we supposed to believe you when you don't even know the definition of ethnic cleansing? When you cannot even define it? How do we know that you're not giving us the wrong information? For me, I already know, because you don't know the damn thing you're talking about. You don't even know what ethnic cleansing is. So you will not have anything to tell me if you don't even know the meaning of ethnic cleansing, which I will define at the end of this podcast when I talk to the Americans directly. Let's hear him.
This series here has been conducted by the best of the best investigators. So we know that we're not giving you wrong information.
Okay.
These are the same best investigators that really had the last 3 sanctions on Liberia. So
these are the same best investigators that had the last 3 sanctions on Liberia. You are a fool. Investigators didn't put sanctions on Liberia. The United States Congress, Minisky, placed sanctions on Liberian government officials. And what is that supposed to mean? Allegations are not facts. Let's give an example. President Trump was alleged to have committed some crimes. He went to court. He was found guilty and convicted. These people whom these allegations are made against have yet to have their day in court. The last time I recall, the former U.S. ambassador, Mark, said that any government that requests the evidence, the U.S. government will be prepared to give those evidences. So to sit and say the investigators who had the sanction on Liberia shows again another part of your ignorance. Because investigators do not place sanctions on government officials of any government. But they place the sanction. Did the sanction hold? Did it bite? Did it cause any damage to the officials? I beg to differ. None whatsoever. None. Bill Twawe, he got elected. Nathaniel McGill, he got elected. Nukwe, he got elected. Prince Johnson, he got elected. Abache, he got elected. So what the hell are you talking about? America out of World Health Organization, America out of USAID, America pause aid for 90 days, and you out there talking gibberish, thinking that educated people should sit down because you say you got a doctorate degree, that your friends did for you online. You don't even know the definition of ethnic cleansing and you want to talk about it. Let's understand this idiot a little bit more.
I understand that. We're not playing. It's not a joke issue. It's not a joking matter. It's very serious.
But who told that man said people joking with his craziness? Whoever told him your craziness, you went to display to the American people that what somebody would joke with? At least you're thinking that we're joking. But nobody gave a damn about what you wrote over there. Because if you don't know the definition of ethnic cleansing, don't tell me the Americans don't know. And I'm sure they know better than to entertain an idiot like you who does not know the definition of ethnic cleansing, which I will define. In fact, we'll use Google to make it easy. Don't even know where you got the PhD from.
So we're not going to just...
Can you talk to us about it? Can you talk to us about ethnic cleansing?
Thank you.
What is ethnic cleansing? When you have people who you are, because I wrote that down what they have been doing. Listen to
No.
this.
You see that? No. I'm going to carry back, sir. You listen to him. I wrote that down.
When you have
that's what it's all right down. That's what it's all know yet.
Because I wrote that down what they have been doing.
Look at this fool.
You got your opponents that you send people around because of different ethnic reasons. You send it around.
You're hearing? You got your opponents. You send people around because of different ethnic reasons. And I'll put it back so you can hear it. This fool is an idiot beyond comprehensive talk. Listen.
Who you are, because I wrote that down what they have been doing. Listen to this. You got your opponents that you send people around because of different ethnic reasons. You send it around to keep eye on them, to spy on them, to search them, to physically search them. Yes, that's what you're supposed to receive. That's different.
You send your opponent around to spy on them, to see them, to search them. Look at this. Who get this idiot a PhD? How did he get it? How? When let me put it back so you can hear it from his own mouth again. Ethnic cleansing, you send people around when your opponents, you spying on them, you checking on them, you physically searching them. Listen to him again.
That's what they have been doing. Listen to this. You got your opponents that you send people around because of different ethnic reasons. You send it around to keep eye on them, to spy on them, to search them, to physically search them. Yes, that's what you're supposed to receive. That's different. Now, we have to summarize the whole thing to see whether they're actually he is actually part of the
look out. We haven't summarized the whole thing to know if he's part of, we haven't. These are the people. Look at that one tie his neck on the spoon top like some kind of raving, some kind of poodle dog that they dress for the animal show. This is a disgrace. You don't know what ethnic cleansing is? And then you're calling our vice president the chief architect of the government policy of ethnic cleansing. They ask you to define it. Then you can't tell when your opponent don't agree with you and you send people to spy around on them. In some cases, they can be searching them. Amen. Amen. Is that what you call ethnic cleansing? Let me allow him to finish his thought.
Ritualistic rape. We haven't analyzed that yet, but we're still getting more reports to come.
How does ritualistic killing relate to ethnic cleansing? They are two separate things. Ritualistic killings is for the purpose of performing ritual, juju, medicine, and bam, to consult the oracle. And for ritualistic purposes, anybody, regardless of your tribe or your religion, can be used for ritual, which is quite different from, as the name implies, ethnic cleansing. You must belong to a particular tribe, a group, or a religious sect. And it is because you belong to that group that you are sought after. I will define it. There's Bobo sitting down here. Papwe, Popo on like some kind of puppy dog they prepare for some kind of animal show. Come sit here and try to bring our country, not government, into disrepute. Talking about the vice president is the chief architect of ethnic cleansing, when you don't even know what it means. And that's why I'm here to tell the Americans again, be wary of these people who suffer ADHD and who are schizophrenic. Be wary of them. Let's hear him.
Reports are coming. We give you pretty much like a synopsis of the reports.
We're giving you pretty much a synopsis of the report. When will you define ethnic cleansing? You're giving us a synopsis of the report that you earlier on said You cannot present all the evidence of the report. When you get to Congress, you will present the other part of the report. When you come back to the Liberian people, you will bring the other part of the report. But you are giving us a synopsis of an incomplete report that you alluded to first. America, be wary of ADHD. Be wary of people with schizophrenia. There are lots of Liberians like that. I warned you before, you didn't listen.
That's on the follow-up.
I'm sorry?
Moadi, your last question. Your last question, Moadi.
So Stanton, Mr. Jericho wrote the U.S. Congress and put in his communication that the vice president is the main architect behind the government ethnic cleansing program.
Yeah.
Ethnic cleansing, we define here, is a systematic extermination of a group of people, minority or majority, but a powerful group of government, in order to eliminate them, like the Rwandan genocide.
Yes, sir.
In 1994.
Yes, sir.
Where the majority Hutu tried to exterminate the minority Tutsi.
Yes, sir. Even go to Yugoslavia.
The Bosnian War.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Tried to exterminate mostly young men.
Yes.
He
All
came
corrupts.
on the show to talk to the Liberian people, and we asked him, what is this ethnic cleansing that the vice president is spearheading and architecting? And he cannot tell us anything. Is only to say they are getting more information, they're getting more evidence. On what evidence did you base your letter to the Congress? Since in fact you are still gathering evidence.
Yes.
On what evidence? On what premise did you write that letter to Congress claiming ethnic cleansing?
Mr. Ali, it's ongoing. It's ongoing investigation until the date comes for us to appear for Congress. It's ongoing.
You see, Mr. Ali, it's an ongoing investigation. Until we appear before Congress, it's an ongoing investigation. You know that you have an active and ongoing investigation, and you submit to Congress a condemnation and guilt verdict of a sitting vice president. You did not say allege. Instead, you said that he is, meaning you have concluded your investigation and have suggested now to Congress that you have a suspect, an alleged ethnic cleanser, someone whom you say should be sanctioned for ethnic cleansing, and now you're telling us, the Liberian people, it's an ongoing investigation, and that you have... What kind of fool is this? You think Liberia is a country that used to be that country? I said to the Americans, you heard the Liberians say, you came a man, you came a pa, I will vote for you. You heard the Liberians say, sanction or no sanction, we will vote for you. And they did. And with what is going on, just the fact that you will entertain a letter from a patient of intellectual waywardness could attract an unexpected response from Liberians. For me, I always say to the Americans, my mother is an American. My father is a Liberian. My kids are Americans. So I owe it to be honest and truthful. If Congress honors that letter and even attempt to engage the Liberian government on such nonsense, Congress will hear from the Liberian people. Because if he does not understand what ethnic cleansing is and does not even know what he's doing, it will be an affront, an egregious affront. And America knows the truth. What tribe do you see this government killing? What religious group do you see this government killing? What kind of level of ignorance is this? The guy looks like someone that is deranged. And let's share it out.
Which is ongoing investigation. The investigation is ongoing. It's not just having there at the vice president. It's on.
You see, it's not just been there with the vice president. It's ongoing. You should have completed your investigation before jumping to conclusion. But you concluded before even completing your investigation. What does that say about you? And you think that's going to bring tension on a president who, after 12 years of Madam Sirleaf turned over 88 megawatts to President Weah. President Weah took the 88 megawatt, turned it over to President Boakai after 6 years. For a total of how many years? I don't know. In his first year, in October, he will be dedicating 20 megawatt solar plant, which will add 20 megawatt to the 88. The steering committee is working on 75, which will begin very shortly. 75 plus 20, that's how much? That's 95. In 2 years, Joseph Boakai would have 95 megawatts. Not a penny one all around what no going on right now. No, 95. Surpassing what was given to him over a period of 18 years. On top of the 95 that I'm talking about, on the day he delivered the sonar, he never sat in his living room. From there, straight to the airport en route to Tanzania. He arrived in Tanzania 8 o'clock in the morning and went straight to bid for Liberia to be part and get 1.5 billion to be invested in the energy sector here in Africa. So over the next 3 years, we'll not be talking this nonsense. Go and write stupid trash that doesn't make no sense, that put all of us. That is why people say, why do the people take you to be stupid? He's one of those who cause people to look down on us, to look at us like we are not educated. You don't know what ethnic cleansing is. Who fool you to go ready? Who? That's just for electricity. In the next 2 years, we'll not be talking about agriculture. You're talking about the yellow machine. Yeah, they will come with clear vast amount of territories. We will move from subsistence farming to mechanized farming. We have plenty of food. That old Liberia is not the one you see on Joseph Boakai. The old man used to talk it every day. Let them give me the chance. The first budget he operated with was the budget that we are giving. His own budget that is approved now pays people decent wages, not harmonization. Since he took over, you heard anybody demonstrating for their paycheck? Today is February 3rd. By the 24th, 25th, ask anybody will finish taking pay. The road, RRA road, that they couldn't do in 6 years, that I was deputy minister for, I broke ground for, is nearing completion. Ask anybody who traveled to this country recently. This LB has been sitting here. I've only been here for 10 months. Calculate it and see the development here. This president is the first president to tell the Liberian people the amount, the kinds of mineral they have. All along, oh, go and damn we know. Go and damn, go and damn, go and damn. Who be nailing the other one? Who be nailing it? You think we're stupid people? I put it back to the Americans. Don't anger Liberians before you see the third wave of their response to what you anticipate will be the right thing. They will tell you, no. And I have proven time and time again, the record will show that if you allow a schizophrenic or a person suffering from ADHD, attention deficit hyper disorder, to write a silly letter to which you will even entertain such conversation about our young, energetic vice president, that would be an affront. And it will draw responses from the people. No tribe is being killed yet. No religious group or sect is being killed. Let alone it being a government policy, a government of which I am a part. No. Don't even go there. Let me hear him finish up before he say I'll let him finish.
The investigation has concluded and you made a conclusion already.
No, we don't have, listen, we have enough evidence, and I'm not going to give you all the evidences tonight, this evening.
But you did not even give us some. You did not give us some. You could not even define it. You don't know what it means. You did not cite any tribe, any religious group, any sect. So, what are you talking about? People ask me, do you watch spoon? I tell them no. I tell them no, I'm too busy. And these are some of the reasons I don't watch it. You want to debate when the president says, I increase the agricultural budget by 200%. Don't debate. Go look at George Weah's budget last year and look at Joseph Boakai budget this year. Then calculate the percentage. What high in that one? And you will say that and waste people's time. The president said in his first year, the roads to the southeast will be passable, meaning people will be able to pass it. It happened. Zopin and all the senators spoke about it. Why should there be a debate? The president said the road from Medina to Robertsford will begin next month, March. The other groups, we negotiated for it and we paid for it. It just shows how stupid they were. You pay for something and didn't see it get done. I was in the government when SFS stole that damn contract. Me, I'll call me. Fawaz hustled that contract from Marco Tiki. I dare Sir Joseph and Senator Slow. Let them come and speak to it. I am saying it, I'm not angry. Fawaz took that contract. You know how many years it was? I left Liberia in 2021 of June. Let the record show it. I was the deputy minister. Fawaz took that contract. And he pretended like he was carrying, they call it mobilization. You get the money to go and mobilize your stuff. One tomato cup of diesel fuel, they go there. And somebody coming to start the project, you can't say you the one do some kind of funny thing. We pay for it. When did you pay? How much did you pay? We need to be serious here. We need to be very, very serious. Oh, Joseph Baga paid former bank governor Elisha Stalin money. Listen here, and listen very, very well. All of you. When President Baga talks about the rule of law, he don't be talking in his sleep. Our law says a person is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Not just proven guilty, but guilty in a court of competent jurisdiction. Was Mr. Talu guilty? No. When we have a situation of a tenure job, the Supreme Court says it's like a contract. If you don't want me there, you still got to pay me for the time that I signed up for. But here is what they're not discussing. If there is culpability at the end of an investigation, the audit was for compliance. Compliance means you did not comply with it, you did not comply with that. That doesn't mean you are a rogue. However, if the question is asked, why you did not comply with this, from your explanation, they could say, no, there could have been a motive. Was that motive criminal or not? When they investigate and find out that you had a motive for doing it, it becomes criminal. Then you go to court, then you forfeit everything they gave you, you restitute, meaning you pay it back, and they jail you. Other than that, you are presumed innocent until proven guilty. No small cheering in government here. We are mature people. Supreme Court justices, they boycott. They boycott where? The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. Meaning they the one can decide. On the day of the SONA, the justice in chamber refused to issue the writ of prohibition or whatever was prayed for the petition, sorry. So, in the civil law court, not the Supreme Court, hear me and hear me right. Open your ears. The people went to the civil law court. They were not satisfied with the judge ruling. On the same day of the SONA, boom, they ran upstairs to the Supreme Court. That man will not preside. We bring our case before the Supreme Court. Who pay your school fee? Who tell you not to go to good school? They brought case in front of you. They said that man has speaker. Please judge the case. If you leave from in front of those people and go sit down there, it means you already agree the man has speaker. Allah. When it's you that's supposed to judge the case. Until you can make a ruling in that case. If you go there, you legitimize it. So on that same day, the poor went upstairs. So the said, okay, send your broad case here. We'll hear your case. Look at the other one. So the government lied to her that he stole money from the bank. Compliance. You don't know what compliance means. Don't come here and do tabata here. Meaning he did not comply. Meaning the rules that were set, oh, you can't get 200 yet. He not follow that rule. You can't get money on the counter. He not follow that rule. That kind of thing. He says, Steve, something wrong with you. I wish you were near me. But let's get serious. You put in Gregory Como. Young Gregory Como. What do you know about all the kind of stupid thing you're talking about? Just barely over a month and a half or so ago, the CEO of United Healthcare Insurance walking was gunned down from the back. You blame the U.S. government? What's the average homicide rate in the United States daily? Do you blame the government? Do you blame the government of the United States? When you see all the drugs, I lived there before. Methamphetamine, do you blame the government? Fentanyl, do you blame the government? I'm saying if people die from overdose, every day I live in Martinsburg, almost every day, someone was dying from drug overdose. Was it the government doing ethnic cleansing? Google and say the average OD drug overdose in the US. Average number of persons. You still simple things like those. Oh, the president, Henry Costa, goes to his Uncle Joe to apologize and beg for mercy. Whoa, he made noise. If the president cannot reconcile with people who did the worst thing to him, do you think he will be able to reconcile this country? If the president is willing to forgive someone who wished death upon him, it means he is willing to bring about reconciliation. Must we politicize everything? Don't forget, a few months ago, Costa was insulting the vice president. You know it, I know it. In the Fanatico Fasada, I dealt with him as my little brother and said, don't try it again. But what did he say? Be better sorry. These things are going to happen over periods of time. And the way we address ourselves to it shows the kind of country we are. Someone wants to know. So in the Sona speech, he said LBS is making progress. Is LBS not making progress? Oh no, the previous government, they negotiated it. You know when China pulled out from under them? You know when? And you know what it took to bring the Chinese back? We cannot continue. One man sits on a platform. How many persons in the United States gets to commit a crime, gets convicted, and because of the Mokofi, they walk out? Joe Biden pardoned his son. President Donald Trump pardoned the insurrectionists, the Proud Boys, and others. It is the law. It is the power they have. They execute such power. They use that power because the law allows them to. They don't just seize it. The law allows them to. But if this was in Liberia, where President Bouaga used the same power, somebody ready to run to Congress, but that muppet sitting over there did not run to Congress and say, yeah, it's a tip. Joe Biden said he will not pardon his son, but he has pardoned his son. Yeah, it's a tip. Trump pardoned these people. But if it was done here, you're going straight to our grandpa to go report. The world has changed. Another senator, common thinking. Where did this whole war crimes court thing originate from? Did they come from Joseph Bouaga's living room? Did they come from his living room? The senator of Grand Jida County explained with his own mouth that the people came to him and he signed the war crimes code. On the day Prince Johnson came, the late, may his soul rest in peace, came to the office. When he received the paper, he asked, where Yaya? Yaya signed it too. And what did Yaya say in his explanation? He said when Prince Johnson asked the question, the late senator, he was standing right behind him. Did he not say that? If he didn't say that, I will resign. And the people said, yeah, oh, Yaya signed it. He said, but then you'll bring it, I will sign it too. So both Yaya and Prince Johnson signed the petition to bring about war crimes code. The only thing President Bouaka did was to approve it. Hello? Hello? Come sit before me now. If all the senators and representatives of the people have said we don't want war crimes code, will Bouaka have anything to sign? Will President Bouaka, let me just not say Bouaka, because you're not calling perfectly on time. We ourselves, we the children, and we can just call it like that too. If they had not signed a petition for war crimes code, will President Bouaka, would he come about to say, let me approve it and open the office? When President we have pardoned Brani Samuka, who opened their mouth. Thank you, Kenneth Briswa. Thank you. When the law says you can do certain things and you do it, that's your prerogative. Sometimes legality is not expedient. But however, it must be accepted as legal. What is legal may not be politically expedient, because it could cause you political harm but no legal ramification. What is wrong with you? Sometimes we need to use our heads for just a second. The two people signed their own war crimes code petition, send it to the president. The president said, if y'all say so, then no problem. He signed it and opened the office for war crimes code. The next thing, you hear one girl saying that in Australia, or Job Swallow, the person now opened the Pagana Isa, saying, oh, that old man we get. That old man brought war crimes code and K. Prince Johnson. Who signed it before it got to him? This was an approval, but there were signatures before it got to him. And the very man who signed according to his own explanation, thereby can explain. He explained that he signed it. And when they brought it to Prince Johnson, according to Senator Yaya, he was standing behind Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson said, how about my man Yaya? He signed it? And they said, yes. He said, okay, I'll bring it. I will sign it too. Reluctantly. So who really did the damage to Prince Johnson? Who betrayed Prince Johnson? Don't forget, A2 Boots and you two, all Prince Johnson wanted to know was whether the man who said, if they attack you, they attack me. And Prince Johnson said to him, if they touch you, they touch me. But when the time came, he signed a petition to bring war crimes code targeting Prince Johnson. And Prince Johnson said, when they brought the petition to him, according to Thomas Yaya, not Prince Johnson. Thomas Yaya said he was standing behind Prince Johnson. And then Prince Johnson said, what about him, my brother Yaya? He said, Ochi Yaya na son, Yaya son right here. He said, okay, I'll bring it. And he signed. Who explained the story? In that Senator Yaya? In that Senator Yaya explained the story? Your turn now. But again, well, the other person came. He betrayed. Liberians, we pray for long life. We pray to be around to see some of our people get some sense. In 1 year of his presidency, we saw gas come down to $4.31, $3.61. We saw it. We've seen the price of rice remain stable or drop. Nobody comes to the Liberian government in 1 year, change the whole country. Nobody's stupid yet. Nobody's stupid. Evelyn Davis said, my man, you're getting fired. To tell you the truth, I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. You think I made my noise without other one well looking at someone at Puro, wearing bow, going to perform to someone at animal show, and then looking us, telling us, say, ethnic cleansing going on in this country. So he read in letter the word that he cannot even define. He doesn't even know what it is. There are some Liberians who feel now, by the time they say America, people can tremble. That's why I'm saying to America, be wary. Nobody trembles here when they hear your name anymore, Uncle Sam. It's my honest thing. I'm not going to hide it from you. Most of them come in the corner, don't mind America. Don't mind. When you ask them to say it in public, they can't. But I will do you justice to tell you, don't listen to them, Uncle Sam. Don't. In the dark, they don't like you. In the corners, they gossip about you. They say the worst things about you. But I'm bold to tell you. Look at it. You know, it's funny how somebody just goes sit on a platform and someone say, I hope you're not talking. I'm not talking to Stanton. I'm talking to this, I call it Dr. Gedipo. If you really want to pronounce his name, you will pronounce it Gedipo. You don't even know probably what his name means. You don't probably know what his name means. Okay? There's somebody announcing Liberia Fest is coming to Liberia this year. Yes. You bring that kind of idiot. Even still don't know if I on the show, I'm going to tell you, say, tell me from here. Because you don't even know what he's talking about. Talking about this government is a program of the government when it comes to ethnic cleansing. I hope they deport him so he can come here and tell us what his doctorate degree is worth. Fool. These are the people that Donald Trump is talking about. America has got no use for them. If you don't even know what ethnic cleansing is, my 12-year-old daughter can define it for you. And I'm ashamed that he would liken people spying on people, people going and they, in some cases, they are eyeballing people. Look at this fool. Is that what you call ethnic cleansing? Now you have the situation, someone asking for the asset recovery team. If they were going to say, don't listen, just do something, people would have said, oh, don't rule of law. And the court say, hey, pause. And we obey. That's rule of law. That's rule of law. I want to submit to you, the Liberians watching this podcast, that Liberia is not the same, you know. The people here are very smart. Starlink here, Ethiopian Airlines here. I mean, the country, everybody got wasting into the country. Everybody. Someone just brought me a gift bag. Someone just brought me a big old gift bag right here. Thank you for the job. So well done. Appreciate your efforts at the state broadcaster. And that's what we should be doing. That's what we should be doing for each other, helping each other, you know. They say he served Marine Corps. Perhaps you were cooking in the kitchen. Then say Eugene say you were cooking in the kitchen because you probably and you don't even know how you got a degree. Then you speaking serious to us. You know, you think we got time? People that always stay in America for all that long time will come out and stay talking about team. You just go to PB to the place to come out and go to Bay. You know, jungle or ask her to say where it's active. We want to go on investigation. What time you became American? Eh? You know, sometimes everybody say they can enjoy the way I end the podcast and I make fun of some of my opponents. But that's true I'm talking. Listen to us. We stay in the place 2002, 2003, all the way. We came here about 2018. So we are run behind me, I join the plane, I run away again. I come back talking like this. That man said I right over there talking about doing ethnic. You know, we did our ethnic cleansing, we got an active ongoing. You need Gidibo. You know why they call you Gidibo? It's not different from Keraku. It's not normal. You got Keraku and you get Gidibo. You go spell in America, Gidibo, G-E-D-E. You need Keraku. You should have told the person I need Keraku. But you go tell the person G-E-D-E-P-O, Gerepo. You need not Gidibo. And I'll show you not from Gilbotan. You're not from Gilbotan? Don't even make that mistake. You need Keraku. Me, not normal. Short man. Short in everything. They bring all short. You can sit and look at whole country, a responsible government, and say ethnic cleansing. Do you know what I call ethnic cleansing? You ever heard about the Bosnian Serbs? You ever heard about the Croats? You ever heard about the Tutsis and the Hutus? You ever heard about them? You ever heard about the Moringas, or what they call them? Huh? You ever heard about that? You just get out, you talk. Nothing behind you. Anyway, folks, there are many Keraku can't talk about any Gerebo nonsense. You know what ethnic cleansing? Go and study about the Bosnian Serbs, the Croats. Go and study about the Oringa people. Go and study about the Hutus and the Tutsis. Then you come here and tell somebody it is the policy of the Joseph Boaga government to carry out ethnic cleansing. They ask you what ethnic cleansing is, and where you go, you spy on a particular group of people. In some cases, you be searching them. Nonsense. Who gave that data degree? The day you come here, we'll take it from you to the airport and send it back. Because you bring it here, the children will make fun out of you. Let me tell you that. Nonsense. You know what they call chief architect? When you say someone is the chief architect, he's the mastermind, the brain, the designer behind whatever it is. Then you say chief architect, the man who designed the whole thing, who did the whole, yeah. What is wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you guys? The next time, Kerepu, keep this in mind. I hear your voice one more time. I will deal with you intellectually and expose you to public ridicule. Right in the United States, sitting from right in Africa. Nonsense. And to the Americans, do not entertain such. Just like I gave you my honest suggestion, if you do, you will attract the kind of response that will see your biases as an affront to the people of Liberia, with the understanding that you know the true definition of ethnic cleansing. I respectfully submit. Look at Toga, I said that man get black belt in fighting. Me, I got black belt, but I get 2x4 plane. So when he come in, tell him say they get 2x4 plane in, like, bro, don't need to buy it. Yeah? Alright, folks, I gotta go. We got stuff to take care of. We continue to work hard for our country. This Friday, you know, Gunnar Boy said, did he say ethics or ethnic? He said ethnic, but you could say ethics. ethics things in you, you will be right because he know the meaning. You just go write Tabata and go put it over there. Good evening, good night.